hope Captain White will be okay. Hearing the message from his daughter was a shock. He looked so alone up on that hill.
The good news is it looks like the rangefinder can be repaired. Where that outside energy came from is a mystery,
Oh my. So much to think through. What should I make of Eleanor's message to me? Can I even recall it? Let's see. She said, "Soon after I returned to England in 1587 for supplies, they moved to this place. I wonder where that is. And there was only misery and war for 2 years, over half dead. I believe there were 120 in the colony when I left, so it means at least 60 had died. Oh my. By misery and war. What forces were they warring against? The natural and supernatural are one and the same in the New World. I also believe we had been deceived before I departed, and we mistakenly attacked a friendly tribe at night, believing it was our enemies on Dasamong Weepiuk. I must admit things turned for the worse after that. Perhaps some retribution has occurred." She then went on to say 24 more from sickness had died, which would mean 84 had died, leaving perhaps 30 or so. Then a savage came to them and reported a ship appeared briefly. Fearing revenge, 23 more of the colony were murdered, including her husband Ananias and daughter Virginia, which only left 7 survivors from the colony. Ugh, it's too hard to imagine. And the message concludes by saying, "I am to be shown by a guide to a burial mound 4 miles east, and place this stone and reward the guide." All this, yet she does not write of her own fate. I must learn more about the peoples of the New World, what they believe. Clearly there are some powerful and mysterious forces at work. This is a remarkable document from the future TMB obtained off their telautograph. In the hopes of their restoring the rangefinder, I'll attempt to educate myself and form a course of action. The author, a Miss Converse, is of Scots-English descent. 300 years from now, she will have spent many years in intimate association with the 6 nations of New York. I wonder where that is. Miss Converse was acquainted with General Eli S. Parker, a Seneca Indian wolf clan, to which Red Jacket belonged. General Parker took her to his reservation and to the Tuscarora Reservation, where she met his sister, Mrs. Carolyn Mount Pleasant, wife of Chief John Mount Pleasant of the Tuscaroras. In 1881, she visited the Cattaraugus Reservation and became acquainted with the descendants of Red Jacket. She represented them to legislatures and in the courts. She was duly elected and installed to the chieftainship of the 6 nations. And here's a handwritten note to that very effect. What's this? A portrait and handwritten notes are materializing. They must have traveled slower through the telautograph. Someone has added this picture and these handwritten notes about this gentleman, Arthur Caswell Parker. He edited the manuscripts, while also adding 14 legends more. He was born on a reservation for natives of the New World. His mother, like the author, was of Scots-English descent, while his father was 1/2 from the Seneca tribe of natives. 335 years into the future, in 1935, he will be elected the first president of the Society of American Archaeology. TMB mentioned Wikipedia. This URL looks like some kind of secret code, but there it is, Wikipedia. We're in our 9 years' war between the Tudors and the Irish, and the New World had its share of conflict to resolve. Such is life, I suppose. Well, I've learned a lot from reading the myths and legends, but suddenly I'm quite weary. I think I'll rest for a bit.